So this is a reading as far as a Mr. Maxwell Anderson, who is accused of murdering Miss Sade Robinson, a 19-year-old young lady who went on a date with him, who never returned home. The police found some human remains, but I'm not sure if they belong to Miss Robinson or not. But this storyline reading is about this man. She's going to come in it because she was on a date with him. But it's about him. What kind of person is he? Why would he do this to her? What was his motive? What was his intentions? What was this all about for him to just murder her? Because there's nothing she could have did to make him murder her. I mean, nothing. Okay. Let's just see. This jumping out. Is there something in here? It's right here. Whatever this is. This, okay. Whoa. Okay, I gotta turn the card around. Okay. Look at both sides. Look at this side. He wanted to know if she was loose. He was looking at what was ahead to see if she was loose. Follow me? Because this stands for if you're a go-getter in business or a loose lady. So he was looking at that, but he was a mastermind. He planned it to the T. The mastermind card is planning to the T. It's just like you write something out, a plan, even if it's 5 years back. Get what I'm saying? Created a shock wave. Get what I'm saying? For Miss Anderson. Okay? Because he did not value others. Newsflash, it's time for him to wake up. Look at these cards in a row. God is good. This is the life card. Because Miss Anderson was thinking about being friends with Mr. Maxwell. But inside his mind, he thinking, can we really be friends? Because this is the loss of a life card. What is the loss of a life? And she was murdered because she didn't return home. So whatever story he's saying is flimsy. Whatever he's saying. Because he tormented her. Follow me? So let's take this card. It was competition at work. It was cruddy. Competition at work for him, for her, or some kind of way they was fussing. Get what I'm saying? Right? Either he or she, one of them needed more sleep to be more energetic, or one of them was high. Okay, so let's just go with the cards God gave me. Okay, let's just flow. Number 3 card, he felt like, no, okay, no, okay, let's just go on. Be noisy, I meant to say. Okay, so okay, it was impossible. It was intentional. Because, see, this is the double miracle card. Where it's impossible. That meant it was intentional. Anything about the situation. Because I had a shockwave card in the mastermind. So he planned what he planned. And he made it impossible for her to get out, get away. Because his plan was for her not to get away. Okay, let's just flow. See, here the cost of a life and a mastermind back to back, looking as if she a loose lady. Okay, so we have right here that she is gonna be doing God's mission without love making. Because he enjoyed other men or she enjoyed other men. Either she enjoyed other men or he enjoyed other men. Follow me? Doing God's mission. She's going to do God's mission, or he felt like he was doing God's mission. Is this a person that go to church? Because some people is kind of nutty thinking they doing God a favor. Okay, so let's just see here. Evidence shows that he is going to keep picking this stuff off of the ground or off the floor, or her, because she had to see it with full eyes, and she saw it with full eyes. You can't buy me, so some kind of way he might have wanted to make love, but maybe some kind of way she wasn't trying to, or something like that. Next one is love don't hurt, love heals. Next one is the fussing card, fussing at work or fussing at home. It's a work card, but if they was on a date, we can use this as the date. Next one is he's trying to figure out how to fix things while he was chilling. Next one is he had to get ready to be in charge of his life, and he felt like being in charge of his life was to make whatever moves, I guess, he was going to make. So he moved fast on what was calling him forward. Newsflash. He needed to learn to value others, because either he was high or he needed more sleep, or her. The next one is he had to stop. He was going to stop thinking others knew more than him. So I feel he thought himself that he knew more than others, than her maybe, in the situation, because they might have been fussing about something maybe here. He was needing more, but he wasn't doing enough to make it happen in his own life. Okay, we got the candlelight love, so it was dinner, a date, or whatever this might have was. He was marveling at, or she was. So this the double Jesus miracle card. Where is intentional, where is no way out. Only God could get her out of that, because he had it planned out to the T what he was going to do. We got 3. Something was 3. 3 whatever. Maybe he went on 3 dates before or whatever. I just don't know. Okay, so here it is, the loss of a life. So he thinking in his mind, can we really be friends? And he decided they couldn't, and he took her life. This is a life card when you lose a life. The next one is he was a mastermind, and he planned it all to the T. He created a shockwave for Miss Robinson. Next card is he was looking at her to see if she was a go-getter in work or a wildcat, a loose lady. Follow me? So he is looking at what was ahead. So he is looking at her ambition, and he wasn't seeing her worth. Follow me? So his story is flimsy, and he tormented her. So let's take some more universe up in here. So some court papers is coming for him to run away. What he was going to be coming, or anything like that. So we have right here, your loved one is here. Your loved one would not want you to be depressed. Start to live your life again. If you're not, this would be for Miss Robinson's family, that one. Maybe this could be for Miss Robinson's family. Court papers coming to let you know more about the case, or this is for this man, Mr. Robinson. I don't know. Let's leave it there. He could have been waiting for something to come in the mail before this happened. I don't know. Or since this happened, or it's for the family. So we have right here that he was in his feelings, all in his feelings. We got the glancing at the moon. So maybe he watches the moon. He look at the moon, talk to the moon. Anything as far as the moon. Follow me? Daily life make people rethink. Think of things that they have forgotten and need to change and seek. Okay. So this caught him off guard that she was cross-dressing. So let's just flow. With the cross-dressing, I'm going to say, I don't know, whatever she had on, she might have had a certain thing on when he met her, whatever that was, and maybe when she came, she dressed a whole nother way. Get what I just said, right? She might have been dressed however she was when he met her, but then when he saw her the next time, she was dressed a whole nother way. That's what I just said, right? And it caught him off guard. Well, I can turn it around to Miss Robinson and say, this caught Miss Robinson off guard that he was cross-dressing, right? Meaning he might have been nice when she met him, but then when she got to his house and in his house good, he was like a monster. He changed up. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or he actually was cross-dressing. Okay, so we have right here, you are no better than nobody else. He might have felt she wasn't. Miss Robinson, if it was done to you, would you say it? So I don't know exactly what he did or what he said or what he felt she did. Let's take some more from he measured and tested and saw how far he could go with Miss Robinson, and it was awful, God says, right? So we have that he wanted jointness with Miss Robinson, and Miss Robinson was a trailblazer. So he might have mother problems, this man. So we have right here, he is questioning Miss Robinson's ability to be a star. Okay? To be anybody in life. Get what I just said? He is looking at things clear. Or she is looking at things clear and she got an epiphany or he got one. He felt like nobody's perfect, but he felt like she wasn't for him. So she made an X because some kind of way when he decided that he was going to do what he was going to do, right? She is considered an ex even though she wasn't his girlfriend. So God wanted him to have a wise mind and don't go on fast like a sailor, even Miss Robinson. Because he wanted to deviate from this conquest deal, just even being, I guess, on this date or whatever. So he tortured Miss Robinson, or he felt like she was getting on his nerves or anything like that, and it got hyped up. So I just saw the one card. Let's just flow. He wasn't going to postpone the active action. I see he's part of some kind of secret society. Whatever it is. Or she was. Whatever. I see a racist card in here also. So let's just go. He broke her off like a twig on a tree. In this situation, and with this story right here, he murdered her because she's not home. So we got to take it as he murdered her. He might have been ready for love. That means he might wanted her to he might have wanted her to give in, be his girlfriend or anything like that. But we had some kind of programming going on. Jobs, agencies, programming that he was dealing with where it was a lot of rules, people telling him what to do or what was going on. Somebody telling him what to do. I'm sorry. Maybe she was wondering what he was thinking about. She will give him a penny for his thoughts because some kind of way he had some kind of heartfelt tears or some kind of problems with work, seemed like here. So he was he felt like he was bullied. He was being told what to do, but the bullying time was up and God was going to take charge. So he felt like he was bullied maybe at work. Or he felt some kind of way Miss Robinson was bullying him by her saying whatever to him. Or he was bullying Miss Robinson and she walked away with this card. Or he walked away from work or anything as far as walked away. Doing some kind of thinking here. So we have right here that drug addicted just could simply mean that he took a drug, she took a drug, he was drinking or she was drinking, one or the other. Somebody was doing one or the other. So we got raped in a car, so some kind of way he might have raped Miss Robinson in the car. But if he didn't steal from her, I feel, as far as money, so it would have to be the real rape, I feel. Looking at something superficial he was around green leafy foliage, maybe around his house or in his house or whatever, or maybe she was around it. So this would be for her family drowning in the sea of feelings they can't recover from, but they would have to go to some kind of bereavement group, anything like that. So he was dealing with stuff at work. So at night, she traveled at night to see him, or he traveled at night to see her. However it's flowing, whichever one came, which direction. But he decided he was going to wash his hands on an African American, and we got this a death card too, and we got to take it as the real death because she is not home and she was murdered. Okay. So he came in with rage. He came in with rage and he said no to something. I'm saying it wrong. Usually this is about the person we're talking about. So Miss Robinson is the victim. So I gotta go with Miss Robinson because she's the victim. So he came toward her with rage, where she was saying no to whatever it was. I'm not, I can't, I won't, anything like that. Because he decided to wash his hands on her, the African American. So let's just flow with this here. So I feel he might have mother problems. What do mother love feel like? His mother was not emotionally available, but I feel this is Miss Robinson card right here. What do mother love feel like? She want her mother right here. Emotionally, she wanted her mother at that time because of what she was going through with this man. So we have that thoughts were swirling in her mind at the duplex at this house or where she was with him, right? Next card is he was tender and he sissified. Follow me? So we have that he chuckled. He part of a group, whatever group he is, a secret society group. He wanted equal and fair. Or she part of some kind of secret society group and she wanted equal and fair. Whatever secret society, some kind of group. So college could be a group, or just work wherever could be a group, whatever the group is, I don't know. Okay, let's just see. So the first card is he enjoyed other men, or he feels she enjoyed other men. Doing God's mission without lovemaking. Evidence shows she's going to keep picking us up off the ground, off the floor. Or he felt he was. She had to see it with full eyes. Or he did. You can't bypass me. Oh, this the disrespect card. Yeah. This is a disrespect card. So he felt like she disrespected him. Competition. Trying to figure this out. Fix it. He wanted to take charge. Let's take this off. Okay, I'll give a little bit more. He's not crazy or anything, so he's not crazy. It's not that, so hopefully we don't say anything about him insane, because he's not crazy. He know this with everything, because he masterminded every piece of seeing her. He planned it to the T. Got some kind of hang up here. Let's see. This. I was already put it up. God saying no, just I gotta put it up. He a wanderer, God says. He wanted sensitivity. So we have, he is going to rise to the occasion given to him. No longer will he be filtered by anybody. So he need to tell the truth and apologize to the family, because he looked at her as being promiscuous, or he wanted her to be promiscuous, anything like that, or he is promiscuous. Take it however it goes. God says it needed to change, so he needed to dig deep and ask himself why. Or he was digging deep in his mind and asking himself why should he settle for less. So he felt like he was settling for less with Miss Robinson, but then God wanted her to ask herself why was she settling for less if this person was promiscuous. Okay, so he absorbed to see if she was genuine, or she did absorb, because God says that she simply was the best, or he thought he was the best. He don't look like her, because he was soaring for wealth, or she was. So we have right here that he is walking a thin line while calming his pain. Or Miss Robinson, you can still do God's mission if you like. Can you still like me now you know? So for Miss Robinson, so he wanted to see if she is promiscuous, or he thought she is promiscuous, or he was promiscuous. Anything is for the promiscuous. Maybe. Maybe someone for wealth. Wonder if he tried to offer some money. Let's see what's going on here. Number 2. So she would, look at this. Look what just came out. You heard me say that because I'm looking at the wealth card. Look at this, what came out. She was gorgeous. And maybe he offered her some kind of money. He wanted her to accept some money from him. He wanted her to be promiscuous or something like that. Did she need to prosecute against him? Yes. Because God said if she knew the person or not, she was a star and she is the light. Because evidently she was not given in, seem like. Or maybe that's when he went another route to actually rape. Let's just see something. Miss Robinson, tell your story, Miss Robinson. Tell your story. Tell it. It's your story. Tell your story. Tell your story. Miss Robinson had a sixth sense about his house. The TP, his house, wherever he lived at. Okay, God says that you still have life. Don't doubt the person. This will be for the family. Okay, I have money out there. Yes. So Mr. Anderson had money out there because he thought she was suing for wealth, or maybe he thought he can offer her some money. He owed a family, starting with Miss Sade, an insane apology, because it was insane what he did to Miss Robinson. God says, now's the time, Mr. Anderson, you need to apologize. So we have right here, call me soon. You're in my dreams. So for this card, this could be back then when she was missing her mom. Her mother might have been wanting her to call soon and was worried about her, dreaming about her, thinking about her. Or this would be Miss Robinson in his dreams and want him to speak out and tell the truth on what happened, because he needed to cherish Miss Robinson. He needed to say he's sorry. Will he say he's sorry? Because she is antsy at a place, some place, whatever it was, a bar. I don't know where she was, or apartment building. I don't know where she was. Somewhere she was with this person. Okay, he wasn't respecting her with this card. You know you must respect me. What's his name? Maxwell. Okay. So she chose to stick a fork in Maxwell, maybe, and go about her business, or that was her plan. But he chose to stick a fork in her instead and do what he decided to do, because she wasn't resistant to hold him accountable. Follow me? So we have right here that he was in his feelings and he was going to go get his feelings, and she was also in hers. So she had two chances to be a star. So let's pull out. God says that she had to get away from any deterrent that causes a dysfunction in her life in the AM. Okay, so this man was a ticking time bomb, Mr. Anderson. She was anxious. So she had lots of life to live, and she is seeing her potential. So he wanted to keep her hidden while he shined. I'm not going to be your hermit, Miss Robinson. I'm not going to be your hermit. You're not going to see me in secret or whatever's going on. However, whatever he was doing while you shine. Get the card for that storyline. Maybe he's somebody who want to date black ladies, be in the background and don't want nobody to know about it, or whatever's going on. This is slow. She see it now. He had backyard ways of thinking. That means racist ways of thinking, or not wanting to come up to today's time. So we have right here some type of information she got to show a lack of love for her from this man, Mr. Anderson. Okay, he is a God card. She needed God to be around her like a bubble of protection and seek the range of God, because anything outside that bubble was going to damage her. Okay, we got the Cupcake Exchange, plenty of them. So this is a trafficking card. So she didn't get no trafficking happened with Miss Robinson. That just means that he deal with a lot of ladies from college, from work, or wherever. A lot of ladies come through his house, come through his life, or whatever it is. Follow me? He was nesting. I want what I signed up for, a man or a woman. Let's roll a little bit. So we have right here that something was ran up to the account. Charges to the account. Something's ran up. So some talking in the surroundings. Let's see. He used his imagination to make Miss Robinson disappeared. Vanished without a trace. With no trace of her. His imagination. He used it. He want what he signed up for. So if he wanted her to be promiscuous with him on a first date, it wasn't happening. And that was a problem for him. Because I don't see really what all she did. Nothing, as far as I can see, to this man. So, but refused stuff like that on a first date. He is being racist. This is her card. I'm happy with my life no matter my color. That's racist. Right? He had to see what was troubling him about her race. He shouldn't even dated her if he had a problem with her race, first of all. So, he might eat a certain kind of way, or she might did. Don't have to be vegan, but whatever. Let's just flow. Whoa, shoot. Let me just get these. So we have right here, but, bear with me, they make noise I meant to say. Okay, she wasn't going to allow what? The neglect of herself. These are light green. So we have right here, she is going to spell it out to him and expect nothing less than the best. But he felt like he was being neglected if she didn't give in. Because the only thing I see on here is he trying to offer money, trying to have her be promiscuous. See, here's a push on money. He got money, or he know how to make money. Okay, so she had to learn all the lessons needed and being to express her spirituality to this world. So he decided to pluck her because she's a turncoat. Okay, so she is in affordable housing. I'm not tolerating you no more. So she is in, at the time period, she is in his house, I guess, or wherever she was somewhere. But she decided she wasn't tolerating him no more. Or he decided he wasn't tolerating her no more. Whoa. Okay, here's another death card. What is life to you? What is life? So that's with a killing card. So we have right here that she had to be groomed to what God created her to be at birth, and that her sounds be heard loud and clear, and I feel she did. So she like feeling it, that would be fun and style. So we have right here Mr. Robinson. Be noisy. So we have right here that my thoughts count, her thoughts counted. Why did she allow this person to mold her? This person was trying to mold her. God didn't want nobody to mold her to what they wanted her to be. Parents should not walk away. So this card, either his parents or her parents. I don't know which one parents, so I gotta go both ways. If it was his parents, some kind of way his parents walked away, his parents don't support him, something going on with his own parents, right? If it's his parents in their relationship, his relationship, he want to know who born him, what his parents is really like deep down, father or mother or both of them. So if it ain't him, it's her. And if it's Sade, Miss Sade, it would be that she don't want her mother to give up on fighting for her. That's what hers would be, because she is a victim. Will I ever know who born me? She might have been thinking like that while she was in this man's house, wondering if she was going to survive and continue to live, to continue to get to know her mother year after year. Get what I'm saying? So we have right here that we got either he was taking some kind of drug, or she was in pain, but he didn't realize that she was a genius, or he thought he was a genius. Take it however. So he seemed like so far He don't like being turned down. He don't like being turned down. Or he looked at her as a wanderer. He could have looked at her as a wanderer. They say he a wanderer, but he might have looked at her as a wanderer. He looked at her a certain kind of way, like he can give her money to get her to be promiscuous. Because some kind of way he was looking down on her, thinking she was a certain kind of way maybe. And it might have something to do with her race because there's more than one racial card in there. But it says he raped, the rape in a car. He might have raped her in a car because she wasn't giving in. Because the date's supposed to have been just a date. Not romance. It's just supposed to have been a date. And he don't seem to be a kind of person that liked being turned down. He felt disrespected, I guess. That's just the universe. Anything else for him? Let me see. Over here. Over here. And hopefully this is it. I'm hearing denounce. 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 He need to look in the mirror, this man. Maybe she is a Taurus, he a Taurus. She was grounded like an earth sign. Or he needed to get grounded like an earth sign and have love for one another. Let's just flow. She had to beware. He was a Lord thinker. He is somebody who Lord, get what I'm saying? He Lord. She need to beware of the Lord thinker. Get what I just said? We got some numbers, you can turn them around. However, part of a license, door number, phone number, apartment number, court date, or whatever it is. Bear with me for a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, let's just say for a minute. Okay. Let's just see for a minute. Mr. Robinson had a sixth sense about it all. Camouflage wouldn't work. Because this man here was animalistic, controlling, fighting, dominating. Because she did it. She did something, whatever she did. Maybe go on the date or whatever it was she did. Forget the animalistic. This is the wrong card. I'm sorry. He is astonished that she did it. So she did something, whatever she did. She did something, and he was astonished that she did it. Go on a date with him or whatever it might have been. So God says video, text, phone numbers, pictures, something that can help in her case. Okay. He had a lot of feelings he wanted to express, or she had. It was horrifying, God says, because she was trying to distinguish what was going on with this man. So we have that. She did a preview, and she is on the battlefield with Mr. Anderson. This was life-altering for Miss Robinson. And she wasn't going to do it again. So it was justified lately. So maybe she told him she wasn't going on a date anymore. Maybe when she talked to him, whenever it was she did that preview, it was horrifying that she said she saw she was leaving, she didn't like the date, and she justified it to him or whatever. That she wasn't going to do it again because it was life altering. So she decided she's going to keep her options open. Get what I'm saying? For somebody else, because we got somebody who take pills. I don't think this is selling pill card. This to take pills. So she was nervous. Well, he was nervous. He was nervous about losing his job, or not her. He was nervous about losing his job, or her breaking, or she wasn't even going with him, or this really the breaking up, when you somebody breaking up with you or and losing your job. But he was nervous as far as her like leaving or whatever, just leaving, I'm gonna say, or losing his job. Some kind of way they were somewhere where eating take place, unless it was in this house somewhere where some kind of eating happens. Dealing with education, jobs, or whatever. He wanted equal and fair, or she did. She was chewing on luxurious, or he was just having more money or whatever. This for the family. Release your loved one. You're still, he enjoys it, God says, right? So we have, so this the insurance card. So he wanted to ensure that she was going to come, that he wanted insurance. He wanted to make sure she was coming. Make sure, are you sure you're going to be here? Are you sure you're going to be here this time? He wanted insurance. He wanted to insure. So if he didn't want insurance to make sure she is going to be there, he wanted insurance. He had to make sure whatever he did to her, and that is rape her in a car, he had to make sure that she wasn't going to be around to be able to tell no lawyer to get him in trouble, to lose his job or anything else. One of them. Because I see it now. She see it now. Whatever it was to see. What's next, God? Problem was, God says she was too nice. Because she needed to beware of the Lord thinker. And this man was a Lord thinker. God said, did she really want help? Okay, let's see. I see the water card. So she is found in water, I think they said, right? I see the water card. See here, the water card. It says she is found in water, though. Right? Water below. That means she in the water, but she was found already, right? So, entry level. So she went where she went with him to this date. And she thought it was light and fun and cheerful. But she didn't know it was going to be danger below, and she is going to wind up in water. Okay, oh, that's noisy, I meant to say. The sounds of her weighing him down. Fussing, crying, talking, or whatever. I see the card, that's why I'm saying it. And that's when he did whatever he did also. Dealing with a resource. The family is, and that would be the courts, the jails, or whatever information as far as trying to get him to pay his punishment. Or she was dealing with a resource, her job, her college, or whatever this is for her, if it's for her. Or he was dealing with a resource, whatever it is, job, some upper place, or whatever. He moved fast on it. Okay. So, working with seniors would be her path. Working with seniors, working in the healthcare industry. So she is an earth angel. So we have, he showed in his actions, Mr. Anderson, that he didn't care anything about Miss Robinson, because it says right here, filling a lecture. So we're going to say he's filling a court right now. And that would be like a lecture, the courthouse, or we can just put it with that date. He is filling time with her, right? And they was talking. But he showed in that time period that he was spending with her on a date that he didn't care nothing about her. Or we can just put this with, he filling the courthouse. the courtroom, and it's like everybody talking like a lecture. Follow me? Pretty noises, bear with me. Okay, maybe Miss Robinson was saving some money. Okay, do you love your wife? So we have right here, this one somebody stepping out on their partner. Right here. So I don't know if she was actually what you call dating. That means she don't have a boyfriend. Because you talk to whoever. Dating means you can date this person, that person, two at the same time. You just dating. Get what I'm saying? You're not hooked to nobody. So this could be her card. Or this could be his card. And if it's his card, that means he had somebody, whoever he had, somebody hooked to him. And then he had Miss Robinson. He tried to pull in on another side. So whichever way it goes, I don't really know which one. So we have right here that he invited her in as far as a date or whatever's going on, but it ended up bad. She ended up in water. Okay, negative. So we have right here, he's trying to figure out something. And he's working hard on trying to figure out what he's going to do. Because, let me say, because he was trying to, with this one right here, it was pleasant at first, but then things went wrong, and that's where he's trying to figure out what to do. He's working hard on it. And then here, this card, this side come in. He put it in water because he used his imagination to make her disappear. You heard me say that not too long ago. He used his imagination. That means you're doing some heavy thinking. What am I going to do? How I'm going to work this? Because really it was, he planned things to the T as far as the date and everything and what he was dating on. But as far as the killing her part, I just don't know if he planned that part out. But he did plan out trying to see if he can give her money or whatever, that type of stuff. But he did plan out as far as doing all of this, because it says he's sitting there trying to figure it out. And then he came up with what he came up with. She was going to cut the cord on him because he wasn't godly. Or he felt she wasn't godly. If he's somebody who, one of them people think they doing God a favor by getting rid of people they think is fast or whatever. I don't really know with this man so far. I'm trying to... Okay, he didn't like black. If he liked black, he is going to see it for what it is, but he didn't like black. She's African American. He didn't like black. Right? And he was going to see it for what it is, that he don't like black. So I don't know why he asked her on the date. He might have asked her on the date intentionally to do what he done because he don't like black. Energy seeking. He was energy seeking because he another racial card. Here he is. Racial abuse. And it was hyped up. Pressure was put on her because he showed his racial abuse toward her. So we have right here that you're getting that new job. Yes. So I don't know if she is looking for a new job. He is looking for a new job. One of them was something about a new job or something good, and whichever one was going to get their job, him or her, a job, something, a job, that's what I can tell you, something new and good. Let's just flow. So he wanted to kind of have her like hidden some kind of way, try to date a black lady behind the scenes and have her hidden where nobody know you dating her, type of stuff here. Really don't like black ladies. That seemed kind of crazy. That remind me of back then. With slavery time, people said they didn't like black people, but then they laying down with black ladies having babies. So I couldn't figure that out. Okay, so we have right here, she wanted peace for a checkmate. So we dealing with money business. Follow me? She had to stop letting this person hurt her and worry her now in her life. So at that time, she had to not let him worry her in her life, just get away from him. But he might have been dealing with an ex of his own. He might have been dealing with an ex, and the person was nagging him about money business, anything with money. Or it just might have been a job. He might have lost his job, quit his job, or anything as far as a job. And then he was going to get a new job, and he wasn't going to let his old job worry him or anything like that. Or an actual ex as far as a person. So we have right here, he might, I don't know if he met her on a computer because it's a computer card. Okay, so he didn't notice that she was of a different caliber. He was expecting her to be a certain kind of lady, I think, a fast one or whatever he is looking for. So he is feeling his time abusing Miss Robinson once she was in his house or wherever she was. So how much would it take for him to change, to have a stable mind? So we dealing with regular money. Evident that we dealing with regular money. So some kind of way, either he got fired, he quit, he is getting a new job, or she was getting a new job, or he had an ex that wanted money from him, or he was waiting for money from his employee, or something going on. Okay, here's Miss Robinson right here. She's seeking refuge because she's in this house or somewhere on the date with this man. Somewhere she was. She was seeking refuge. It's called refuge, her being in the house where she was with this person indoors somewhere. But he is posing as what he wasn't. Get my drift? Somebody that she can get to know, somebody who she could trust. But he wasn't that. Get what I just said? Well, I must get past this and continue my life. I'm still beautiful. I must not forget that. So he threw out all kind of racial remarks. That's why she felt like that. And then he raped her. Well, he raped her by saying the racial remarks. Anything like that. That's why she talking about she's still beautiful. This card come up when somebody do something bad. She can't say this if she ain't gonna say this if she's not alive. She's saying this being alive after something bad happened. It usually be the rape card. The beaten up card, it got to be something. I must get past this, but he didn't want to trust that. He didn't want to trust that because he thought she would go tell him because God want her to prosecute always. So we got right here, if you want to be non-religious, will you so? She might was non-religious or this man, one of them. Do you? The cops know all the facts. Did he know all the facts, or did she know all the facts about this man before going on a date with him or anything like that? So we got, she wanted love. So she didn't know him, so she really didn't want love. She wanted care. Going on a date, you expecting somebody to care, right? So I'm not gonna say love because she wasn't like going with this man. She wanted care, like you want, right? Let's see. Well, he had problems at work and he wanted people to love him and care about him at work or what was going on if it's him. She had a chance at love and she was going to step into a queenship. So she is going on a date. That's all we're going to call it. And she's going to step into a queenship. Because it says that she wanted love, she wanted care, she wanted a date. So the last card is, for her, she is thinking that she is healing her soul. Well done, she going on a date. But this is a death card. She was murdered. So by her being murdered, she went back to her soul. God say, well done. So when she was going to that house, she was happy. She was in a good state of mind. When she was going to meet this person, she was in a good state of mind. A lot of racial stuff was said. If I pull out all of the different cards that I saw on the table, is racial. this is altering. Life altering is he was in there like saying all kind of racial stuff to her, fighting or whatever this man was doing. And she didn't want to do it again. She justified to him, no, I don't want to date. I don't want to. She did that preview right here. She on the battleground with this man. Horrifying, trying to distinguish. She was letting out all his feelings, and she was. Information on her cell phone right here, God says. He astonished she did it. Maybe went on a date with him or said she didn't want to see him no more, whatever it was. Camouflage wouldn't work. She had a sixth sense about this man and something wasn't right about him, or once she got in the house or anything like that. She had to beware the Lord thinker, God says. Really, she had the sixth sense after that right there. Over here, he didn't want to get fired. He like just trying to like see people behind the scenes, or black ladies behind the scenes, or he really don't like black people, or whatever's going on with this man. Or he just wanted to use them and just do what he wanted to do, or he wanted to see them in a certain kind of light, maybe, that they are promiscuous, or what else with this person. We just don't like black people at all. I don't see enough racial cards. I see some, but I don't know if it's that he don't like none at all or nothing like that. But it is more than one racial card in there. Racial card, and that's not good. Because it's like you're a racist when there's too many racial cards. And why would you date a person that's black if you're a racist? The only reason would be to kill them because you don't like people who look like them. That's it. I'm going to stop it. I'm hearing that song again for the good times. For the good times. Lay your head on my pillow. Yeah, he might have wanted her to lay down. She wasn't trying to lay on his pillow or nothing else. Put your soft and tender body next to mine. No, she wasn't trying to do that because she didn't come there to lay on nobody's pillow. Sir. He didn't like that rejection. In a war zone, it was a relapse. She might take some kind of drugs, this man. She wanted to embrace her growth. She was being responsible for herself, for no more lack in her life. God said this man wasn't husband worthy because she thought she had a chance at love meeting somebody new. But God said this man wasn't husband worthy. He was not the one. Just because he wear pants, that don't mean he husband worthy. So we have right here that this don't even go in here. I don't know why it's in here. I don't know, should I say it or what? I could say it, but it don't go in here. This is a love card. Okay, she had to make no excuses for work for this man, Mr. Anderson, and just work harder. So let me take it out because this don't go in here. It's a love card. Let me pause. Back ahead to shut the door. Let's just see. Okay, let's just see. I'm going to make this the last, hopefully. Because the law had them, so I don't have to worry about the law getting them like this. Okay, she is saying everything in it, gaining much hope in it all. Trying to see if this person was somebody, I guess, who was somebody who didn't waste time with or spend time with. So, some kind of way it was a sharp tongue. Maybe the person switched up on her after she got to that house, though. And she aimed high enough and just enough. So this person, Mr. Anderson, might have been dizzy, confused. Where she put a margin between her and him some kind of way. So we have, could be a Capricorn, or she wanted him to lay off. I don't indulge no more. So I'm going to use this card I'm going to use this card this way. She didn't want to, she wanted to get out. She wanted him to leave her alone. She didn't want no hugs. She didn't want no touching hands or whatever. I don't indulge no more. because I gotta change it around because I don't know exactly what was happening there between those two. Either he was dizzy, confused, drinking pills or whatever, or she was high, or I just don't know, because I don't know. One of them was something. I know he was taking some kind of pills, the card said, but I don't know exactly what was she doing. Was she drinking anything, or was she just confused about what was happening? Because here's the margin card. I don't indulge no more. She aimed high enough. And just enough, and she don't want to evolve it, because here come the sharp words. God wanted her to make arrangements to get out of that camp, get out of his house, get out of where this man was. Be bold and brave in it. And here she talking to her mother and her family. I'll love you forever, mommy. Be bold and brave in this. Okay, usually don't end up on that right there, but let's just flow. I was on this card. So we have right here that, did she really believe as far as religion or church or God and having faith, or this man, Mr. Anderson, as far as God or anything, or just what was going on? Okay, something happened between 9 a.m. and 9:30 p.m., whatever, between with him or her, something, whichever one, right? So we have right here that she had anxiety because she was wondering was something her fault. She had to be herself. She was going to be herself, but also Mr. Anderson was going to be himself. So we got some meditation or thinking going on here. She was the number 19. Remember, she was 19 years old. So we have right here that he wanted things to be like it was before he murdered her. The relationship, they was getting along for a minute, but it turned how it turned. The family wanted to be like it was before she was murdered, but he wanted to be like it was before the relationship was murdered, as far as them talking decent to each other at the beginning, but it got how it got because God said he was sadistic and he needs soul support, this man. So she is going to be a place setter and testify against him because he raped her in the car. So we have 1331. I don't know how old he is. So we got a number 13, number 31, number 1, or number 3. Here's a number 16, number 1, number 61, or whatever they can stand for. Anything from a court date, house number, part of a social, license, phone number, anything. She pinpointed an action that helped her up, and that was dealing with Mr. Anderson, what he did. Okay, the next one was he had to let go of his past, whoever he was hooked to, somebody. Because you stay stuck when you don't let go of your past. He is holding on to some past, whatever the past was. And he might have dragged it in every relationship he had since then. Some ex of his, or whatever this is. She is looking for her money and her keys to serve her. If she didn't have a car, he is looking for his. Okay, so whichever one. But it says her, but if she don't have a car, it was him. Okay, however it's flowing. Hats off to her. She felt she was going down Benefit Alley if she was getting her money, her keys to get out of that place and get away from this man. But she might have also thought she was going down Benefit Alley because she was going on a date with this man, Mr. Anderson, and thought it was going to be good. Anything like that? Or he thought he was going down Benefit Alley. Hats off to him because he felt he did a crime and he thought that he could get away with it by thinking, how can he get rid of her body and nobody know where she at? We got God's number, grace number 5. He cheapened Miss Sade's life. Because right here, here's another card. That's a wedding card, but he didn't know her. So I'm going to say he might have wanted her to be his girlfriend. So we have right here that he felt like a genius in what he decided to do. So he was forceful with Miss Sade, and she was too dilute because she was a female. Let's just see, Lord, that I can't end it like that. It gotta be a real end card, nigga. I gotta end it, Lord. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Whoa, shoot. They noisy, bear with me. So we had arrow living. She is an arrow living that was unique, target based, whatever she could afford, or him, however it's flowing. She is outside some kind of way with him, whenever it was. At the boardwalk somewhere. Yeah, the boardwalk, limited light. So we have right here that come on and go to that training, that class to help get you in place. God will help you if you listen. So God, after this happened to her, if she would have got away from this man, she would have had to go to some place for rape. So we have right here, go full force and grow your business. So I don't know what kind of job she had. But I'm going to say he was going full force as far as going to work, growing a business, or just in what he was trying to do to her then. Because he might have wanted her to, or he might be part of something, because tell him you want out. So maybe this is a money scheme card. Somebody got a lot of money. This is a money scheme card, right? So she had to tell him she went out. So some kind of way, once she got in there, maybe in his house or whatever for this date, maybe he tried to go another direction with her. Maybe he's going to put in trafficking. Because I saw my cupcake exchange card. You heard me say it over there somewhere. Maybe he's going to put in, maybe he's going to put it in trafficking. Because we got right here, tell him she went out. And this is, he is going to go full force and grow his business. What business? Maybe he's going to put in trafficking. Because I got my trafficking card came out. Tell him she went out of a money deal. So she wasn't in an actual money deal with this man, no kind of way. The thing is, he hooked to a money deal, and he had in his mind maybe he's going to get her and put her in trafficking or anything like that, use her, whatever plan he had that she knew nothing about. So she's saying that she want to get out of that house because they just not getting along. Well, he might have asked her while she was in there. While she was in there, and she said, no, I want out. I want out of here. Anything like that. And that might be where the problem came between her and him. So we have the stealing card, and we got the leader. So he might feel like she stole from him. Why? Because if he was buying her anything to eat or anything like that, he might feel like she got from him and he didn't get anything. And he wanted her to promise it's time for her to act. Let's just flow a little bit. Okay, because if he had something planned out to the T, maybe a mastermind, and maybe trying to put her in trafficking, maybe anything like that, but it went a whole nother way south, fighting and everything else happened, and it changed it up, because he's going to go full force right here and grow his business. It says, what business? Well, what business she had. My trafficking card came out earlier, and then we got the money scheme card. All that goes together. That's just flow. I'm trying to end it. Be noisy. Okay. He wanted to saddle her down to be his lifeboat. He wanted her to be his lifeboat, because if he is going to go full force as far as some money deal or he had planned out, he need her to be his lifeboat. He need to have somebody to get on board to help make this happen, whatever he's trying to do. We got a number 4. We could at least have 4 ladies involved in this type of stuff before. With this man, he insisted on a time period with her. Maybe after the fussing happened or whatever. Or he might have told her about a new job or whatever he might have been saying. He might have said, oh, let me tell you about a new job, or whatever he might have said. Oh, let's go on a date and you can tell me about it, or whatever it might be. Or it could just be that he wanted a time period with her actually in the house after they got in a fuss or whatever this is. Let's see. She was wondering, was it her fault that she got tangled up with this person? She was ready to be guided to her path, because she existed for a bigger reason than what this person thought. He looked at her as easy, and she was alone all by her little self. She was anxious, and he was mellow. But God says it's time for the family to heal right here. Follow me? So we got energy, some energy, red, yellow. Something might be red, yellow. We got 13 again. 13 and 13 is 26. Okay. I'm trying to end it. So we have right here that rape took me here sexually. Get up. So he might have been raped in his life before, and it made him be a certain way sexually himself. Follow me? Or he raped Miss Sade. Or she was raped in her life before, period. Or he raped Miss Sade, and rape took her, made her a certain kind of way after that. He told her to get up, because she would have to go to some kind of counseling. Follow me? If she would have survived from him doing what he did. Or this is him. He was raped in his life. However, because God says that the person is a sissified and tender. You might can't tell by looking at him, but you'd be surprised at football players and people that look just always mannish, and they sissified. So we have right here that she wanted this person to change, or he wanted her to change, to be like, he wanted her to be some kind of way. He had a blank look on his face, or she had one on hers. So what's next? Tearing another person down. He is tearing her down, calling her racial slurs and everything else, because she wasn't going along with this money deal that he cooked up. Wanted her to be his lifeboat, wanted her to be a part of it. So he is picking certain kind of, well, I don't see the picking, so I'm not going to say that. Let me not say that. I don't see it. It's in my hand. Nope, I can't. I'm not going to say word stuff is not there. It was an issue because it was carbon copy of something he went through before, or something she went through before. So if he did this to another lady already, there's a carbon copy. The person didn't want nothing to do with whatever this money scheme that he had planned out. Was I stolen from? Yes. So him raping her, he stole from her, because rape is theft, okay? But he might have felt like he was stolen from, because if he felt like he brought her food or whatever, he felt like he owed something. Well, you shouldn't take a lady on a date if you feel like you got to get money back or get something in return. Okay, a friend of the family is somebody's mother, yes. So maybe a friend of the family is his mother, somebody he know mother, somebody she know mother, or whatever this is with that card. Okay, so we have right here that she wanted to go forward so she can get on her path. God wanted her to go forward to get on her path, but he didn't let her out to go forward. He stopped her. But God wanted him to go forward to get on his path. And that is jail for him, following. Because she is amazed that he was acting a little spicy, or he was amazed that she was. Because he is a workhorse and needed relaxation, or she is a workhorse and she needed relaxation. Because God was saying she would have to accept it, that things didn't work out, or him, right? And try harder in love or business next time, right? So he followed her. He's following her in the house, out the house, or whatever was going on here. To gain is to lose what needed to go. So if she had a car and she drove off, he followed her. Get what I just said? Okay? If she was just in his house, he followed her. However you slice it, he followed her, however it's going. And to gain for her is to lose what needed to go, and that means if she driving, she had to maneuver and get away from him. But for him, enable for him to gain, right, he feel like something needed to go, and that would be Miss Robinson. Because if he raped Miss Robinson, he can't let her go free, or he can't let her go and tell somebody that he got some money thing going on. Get what I'm saying? As far as trafficking or whatever this is. He wanted her to say, I'm game, I'm in. Just wait. Think about it. She wasn't going with it. See, and tension brewed. They like green. Tension brewed was brewing because she wasn't going with it. And death was the last result for Miss Robinson. They like green. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. So we have right here that he is going to stamp his name on her and have money in the bank. That was his plan. He might have a design rug, a stripe rug, a checkered rug, any kind of design rug in his house. Or she might have had one. She had to taste what was on her plate and just deal with what was on her plate and throw away the scraps. Don't take nothing extra on. Or he needed to. Whoa, shoot. So we have sparks was flames were sparked between these two, and she captured the flames. Fussing, swings, whatever it was, wounds, whatever it was, because she was down on him because he was copping. So we got the twin right here. So somebody could be twins in his family and her family. He could be connected to somebody who twins, boys, girls. twin kids, twin somebody. Or it's just that he a boy and she a girl. Or siblings or whatever this is. Or we got lookalikes. So if he was getting ladies the same race or whatever, so we make him twins because they're the same color. I'm trying to change this card and make it all kind of ways. Or he wanted it to be where him and her be boyfriend and girlfriend some kind of way. That mean to be a couple. Follow me? Let's just see. You want her to be in a money scheme. Something he whipped up. And it wasn't working like the plan because she wasn't having it. So he in jail already, but that card still really don't end it right. So let's just see. I got to put a stop for it though. Let's just see. I'm gonna try to make this the last. Okay, his name on letterhead. I'm making that the last. I'm gonna make that the lawyer. That's a wrap. I'm just gonna stop it on my own. So we have right here. She hooked herself on and ran from her problems, or he did. He hooked herself onto some plan or whatever and ran from his problems, or she did. She hooked herself onto this man as far as a date and ran from her problems. Or he might have been talking to her about a job, a new job. But she didn't know all of what this job entailed until she got to the house maybe. Or he hooked himself onto something as far as a deal or a job or whatever this is. It's easy to leave things to others and escape, where she didn't ask all the questions she needed to ask, maybe, as far if it was a job or whatever. It was a meeting place, and the meeting place would be his house or wherever they met at. Yeah, I'm wearing these clothes some kind of way, or she was trying to figure out what kind of clothes she was going to wear, or somebody might have asked her what color clothes she had on, or anything as far as her clothing. Okay, they don't even like me, so she dealing with somebody who got a lot of race problems going on for my storyline, so they don't even like me. But I'm a blessing. So be it. An advisor, and he was advising her, maybe telling her about a new job. He might have been talking to her about a job, and then she found out what it was, and she ain't want no parts of it. If not that, this would be maybe the lawyer dealing with this man, Mr. Anderson, because it's going to be on letterhead that he's guilty as charged. So the next one is she had to accept what she couldn't change, and he also had to accept what he couldn't change and acknowledge his wrongs in the situation, and she had to acknowledge hers because he is looking at her as you my good fortune. So we have a dad card, so we got her father or his father. Is my dad my real father? And it says yes, right? Him or her. So we have that he was trying to insult her intelligence, or he thought she was trying to. Take it however it goes. He could be an Aquarius. She might know somebody Aquarius. She might have a sibling that's an Aquarius, brother, anything, or him, or know somebody with Aquarius sun. We got number 14, number 41, number 1, and number 4. Okay, because he do plenty of good, people shouldn't keep him up in his wrong. Because God says how to control things the best way he could is to have structure, or Miss Robinson, right? So we have the judge right here. He's going to get tensed up, residing in front of a judge, right? So he was around something green and flowery, some kind of greenery around wherever he was with Miss Robinson. Okay. She had to be her own cheerleader, or he was going to be his own. So we got numbers could be part of anything. License or whatever, could be just anything. But he was forcing. Force came to Miss Robinson, so we have right here. It came out. I tried to ignore this. It came out here, Aquarius. He could be Aquarius. He could know somebody with Aquarius sun. He could be the son of an Aquarius. Parent might be proud of him, or he knows somebody he proud of, or Miss Robinson, somebody in her family proud of her. who have a sun or an Aquarius or anything like that, as far as the Aquarius sign, will act like one. Okay, he is plunging in with a gun, or he was plunging in to take a shot at her with the racial slurs and things like that, or plunging in with a gun toward her, anything like that. Okay, he wanted Mr. Anderson wanted Miss Robinson to validate him, to do what he wanted, to build himself up. He was tearing her down. So did she have burdens? If she had burdens, she had to do things the right ways, money problems or anything like that. But if he had burdens, he needed to do things the right way. So we got this card right here. She had dormant behavior. He had dormant behavior, holding on to for keepsake. He was trying to see how long it was going to be with a female, and that would be Miss Robinson right now. Here's Miss Robinson. I just want to go home again. She wanted out of that place. I just want to go home again. Just like green. I want to go home again. I want to see my family. I want to go home. I just want to go home. God says that she could reach out, but I don't know if she could get to her phone, because it was wake up time for her after one point in there with this man. It showed that this man, something was wrong. It was time for her to go and continue her life, because God said she was going to be moving to rougher matters. So we got number 18, number 81, number 8, and number 1. So we have that she had to stand up against abuse. And she had to make the choice to stand up against abuse. So abuse proved that it was fake love, that this person really didn't like her. This person was like abusing her with his words, emotionally, maybe physically, or whatever was going on. She is achy, and it varies. And it varied. Follow me? So we got gradually a court date is coming up for this man, Mr. Anderson. And I think, I guess when the actual trial happened, because he is in jail. So I'm going to leave it at that. He might have had plans to put her in some kind of trafficking or what's going on. Things didn't go as he planned. And then go as he planned. I don't see the card here is picking certain people, but he had a lot of racist stuff going on with him, seemed like. So since the card didn't come out, he still was picking certain people, because I think he is picking people who's black. So put into trafficking. That seemed like what it was. I think the killing part came from the people not abiding by what he said, and maybe that's when he went that direction, because he didn't want them to go back and tell on him. So he took that avenue. He went that direction because he didn't want them to tell, oh well, he doing this, because he figured he'd get in trouble. So he'd rather just take a person's life away, like their life is a bug on the floor. Sorry, sir. You don't get to just take somebody's life away like they're a bug on the floor, like they had no feelings, like they had no loved ones, like they ain't had no plans, and just do what you want because things ain't going like you choose for it to go. So I hope you get every bit of time you deserve. No appeals, no nothing. You need to do your straight time, whatever your time is to do. You need to get every piece of it, every bit of it. Like people that be in jail for not even doing a crime and they in there for nothing. You need to get all your time, because look, mister, you use your imagination, because you playing this to the T. Oh, you want to get her there to talk to her about whatever, but you ain't know she was going to go against it. Use your imagination. I got to do something to make her disappear, because you couldn't let her go back and do no talking. Oh no, because she wasn't giving in to you. You done raped her and everything. And you're a liar if you say you ain't rape her. Get in front of my face. I tell you, you a liar. You did rape her, mister. You did, because you took her to be a loose lady. Just because you went on a darn date. You kind of look at her as like she promiscuous for some reason. Maybe because she was black. I don't know what your thoughts was, but it seemed like you had some thoughts about black ladies. I can tell you that. Because there's more than one racial card in here. So you're not being excused for that, sir. Newsflash, any color woman can be promiscuous. Any color. Color don't have anything to do with being promiscuous. Because you wanted to soar for wealth, or you thought she wanted money, or she needed another job. You thought she'd accept any money given to her because she was gorgeous. You wanted sensitivity because you was a wanderer. But she is simply the best. Or you thought she was the best. You ain't like being turned down, though. Deep. Yeah, you want to look at her like this. You better tell the truth, sir. Every bit of truth you gotta tell. This storyline telling it. You don't have to tell it. This storyline saying what you was all about. I just want you to get your time. You don't get to just take this young lady's life away from her because of you got plans and you want to look down on her like she's scum. You the one scum. She not scum. God said this is an earth angel. She's an earth angel. Somebody God had on here on earth to help people. Who are you to be choosing and saying who gets to live and who don't? Okay, this is the brass love one. I'm tired of people killing earth angel people who here that God have here to help this world. And I'm tired of earth angel people going to jail, being on the other side of the tracks. Because they can't do fully what God want them to do, being in there. But they can do something, but it's just not the same. So it says you're sadistic, so you're a person who like inflicting pain. You like inflicting pain, but you being in jail, you might feel some pain because you're in jail. And when you get in jail, you're going to run into all kind of people, so it might be turned around in jail. You might not be inflicting any, but somebody might come your way because they might not like what you did to this young lady, or more than one. This is not the first time, because it says that. Here we go again with it. Yeah. You don't want to be turned down, but nobody has to be going getting in all kind of trafficking and money deals with you if they don't want to. You think you're going to grab onto somebody you think needs some money and take advantage of them. That's not right. Yeah, you had it planned to the T, but it just ain't go like you planned. And that's why I feel you went that route. Because the people are not doing what you want. Okay, this is the brass love one. This is a storyline reading about Mr.Maxwell Anderson and Miss Sade Robinson, a young lady who was 19 who had lots of life to live that was murdered because she didn't want to give in to what you wanted her to do. Because I was saying, well, what did she do? I don't see anything she did, but I see what she did. She didn't give in to what you wanted. That's what she did. And you had a problem with that, and she wanted to leave, she wanted to go, and you had a problem with that. Because deep down you felt like, who she thinks she is? I'm the white person here. Who she thinks she is? Because you had racial problems, sir. More than one card let me know that. So you felt like, who she thinks she is? She don't treat me like that. I'm going to show her something. Your intentions wasn't at the beginning to be killing her or anybody else, but by them knowing what you up to, or whatever you done did to them or whatever, it goes that direction. Because you feel you can't let the people go because of what they might go and tell on you. But you got a problem. Want to inflict pain on people. But you want to meet your match, whoever your match is somewhere. You want to meet your match. Somebody just like you, I guess, that's going to run right into you. Maybe in the jail. That's not going to like what you did to this young lady or any other ones. So this is the Brass Love 1 Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. here with me.